Well, hello everyone, and it's so nice to see all of you. I'm so excited to be here today. This is an introduction to your voice. And wow, I mean, what do I want to tell you about this? Well, I want to tell you a lot of things. I'm going to give you some tools and techniques, and hopefully you're going to walk away with an opportunity to use your voice in a different way than maybe you had before, and discover something new about your voice that you didn't know before. That would be great. And if so, I would love to hear about it. Please let me know. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Thompson, and for those of you who do know, I am the entertainment director and main performer for Empowering Humanity TV and networking events. For those of you who don't know, that's what I am. And my qualifications, well, I've been singing since I was 3 years old. Okay, I practically came out of the womb singing. And I grew up singing with my dad. I sang in elementary school, I sang in junior high, I sang in high school. And then I went to college and I got a degree in vocal performance, in music, and I was singing opera. So in addition, I've also directed some musicals, productions with adults and kids and things like that. I've had a lot of experience working around singers and musicians and being a singer myself. Today, I'm going to help you discover your voice. This is all part of the Empowering Humanity Through Music program. And I'm so excited. You know, we can't really do our networking events right now, but Amy Kardashian has come up with this amazing program so that we can do these things online and virtually, and we're going to just make a difference in the world. We're going to empower humanity through music, because music is the universal language, and there is healing through music. I don't care who you are, there is healing through music. Let me give you an example. Early on in my career, when I was volunteering for retirement homes, singing at retirement homes. One time I did a Memorial Day concert, and I was singing patriotic songs. At the end of the concert, one of the caretakers of the residents came up to me, and she had tears in her eyes. And she said, "Oh my gosh." She said, "You see that gentleman over there?" I said, "Yes, I see him." She said, "He has never spoken since he's been here." And he was singing along to the songs when you were singing them up there. Wow. I was so amazed when she told me that, and she was so amazed to experience that. Don't tell me there's not healing through music, because there definitely is. And you know, sometimes when you're feeling a little blue, like sometimes I feel blue, when you just get up and you just sing a song, don't you feel better? Like the resonance of the sound and everything echoing through your body, it just lifts you up. And that's what music is all about. Singing should lift you up. You should feel great when you sing. That's why I sing, because it makes me feel amazing, and because I have the opportunity to share my gift with other people and heal people with my music. That's why I sing, because I love to touch other people's lives. It's so important. So that gives you a little bit of introduction. And if you want to find out more about Empowering Humanity and all the other programs that Amy Kardashian has created, then go to empoweringhumanitytv.com, and you will be amazed at what she has developed there. Very exciting stuff. This is only the beginning. Only the beginning, folks. So today we're going to talk about how to discover your voice. Now, what I want to emphasize is we all have different voices. We all have unique voices. So some voices might be breathy, some might be small, some might be big, some might be really resonant like mine is. It doesn't matter what kind of voice you have. What it matters is that you embrace the voice that you were given. That's the most important thing. And by giving you some techniques and tools, you're going to be able to see your voice improve. And that's the key. right there. So, first thing I want you to do is I want you to kind of loosen up. If you're driving, don't listen to me. But if you have an opportunity to stand up or sit up somewhere and just kind of loosen your body, okay? We're going to talk about this on the next class, how your body is your instrument. But for today, let's just loosen up the body a little bit and get yourself prepared and ready to sing. One of the things you can do when you're preparing to sing, walk around the block. It gets your body going, it gets your energy moving, and singing is an athletic event. So it's very important to be able to get your body warmed up, okay? Another thing, you might want to have a bottle of water with you, because sometimes your voice gets dry. And lubricating your voice is very important. So have that bottle of water near you so you can utilize it every once in a while. For different voices in the women's and men's register, they have names. Okay, so the women's voices are alto, mezzo-soprano, soprano, and then there's a very high soprano called coloratura soprano. There's also lyric soprano, that's more in the opera genre, so I'm not going to go into too much of that today, I don't want to confuse you. And then the men's voices are bass, baritone, tenor, and then there's some very unique voices called countertenor, where the man can sing in the women's range. And that is a very interesting sound and very fun to see. I've seen some countertenors and it's just beautiful. It's amazing what the voice can do. So today you're going to discover, where am I in the range on the piano? Okay, am I lower? Am I in the middle? Am I in the high register? What feels comfortable to me? Now, when you first want to start to sing and discover your voice, you've got to breathe correctly. Breathing correctly is very important. Okay, so now that you've moved around a little bit and gotten yourself in a good position, feel comfortable, have your legs loose, your knees kind of relaxed, and put your hands right over, your thumbs right over your ribs. And feel where your ribs are. Now your lungs are like two big balloons. So you want to fill up those balloons in order to sing. Now when you breathe, you don't want to breathe like this, because that chokes off your throat, right? Okay, so you want to have your shoulders nice and relaxed. Just put your hands on your ribs, your thumbs on your ribs, and I want you to breathe into your hands and try to make your hands move, okay? We're going to try this on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you feel that? Did you feel your hands move? Good. If you didn't, then let's breathe a little deeper. Let's try it again on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, if you were watching on camera, if you were watching my middle, you would see that it moved out, okay? That's the kind of sensation you want to get when you breathe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add sound to it, okay? So we're going to breathe in. I'm going to demonstrate first, and then I'll have you do it with me. Breathe in. And release on an ah. Okay, do you see how I did that? Now it's your turn to do it with me. We're going to breathe in on the count of 3, and then we're going to release on an ah. Just this note right here. Okay? See if you can match that pitch. 1, 2, 3. Now, that was a pitch mostly for the ladies, because for the men, they're going to be in lower voices. So let's try a lower note. And men, try this note. Do the same thing that the ladies did. Now, how did that resonate with you? How did you feel with that? Maybe some of you ladies were able to do that note too, which means you have a lower register voice, which is cool. That's great, if that's the way your voice is. Now, I mentioned that some voices are breathy, so you might hear something like, Now make sure that your voice is really breathy and it's not your breath escaping. That's a fine line. So make sure you're doing your breath in a full way, because you could be breathy because you're not breathing correctly. So that's one of the things you want to think about when you're singing. Okay? Now let's go to a higher register. Let's see where that is for you. Okay, we're going to breathe in the count of 3, and then we're going to exhale on the ah at that note. One, 2, 3. Now, how did that feel? Did you feel the resonance of the sound? Did it feel easier going up the scale than down the scale? Where are you in that whole balance of register? Let's try another note. Going back down. Okay, I demonstrated for you. Now you're going to do it with me. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's try something a little different. Okay, now you've got an idea of where your voice is, where you feel you're comfortable. Let's start, and let's just go up the scale a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do it for you first, and then you follow me. Okay, now you try with me. Again. Okay. Count of 3, breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Now, What you can do is you can go all over the piano and play different scales up and down like that and see where you might have a break. A break is called when your voice goes into a different register. So let's try this one. I'm going to sing it for you first, and then you follow me. Okay, now you try it. Breathe in at the count of 3, and then sing with me. 1, 2, 3. Now, you might not have been able to hold your breath through the entire run, but that's okay, because you're learning, and you're going to learn how to breathe better. We're going to discuss so many things like that in the upcoming sessions. So don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. Singing should be fun, right? So anyway, this is just one of the ways that you can discover your singing voice. And today you did a great job, and you got an idea of maybe where you are on the scale and where you like to sing. So we're going to talk about genres and registers and all those kinds of things later on. But this is just a small introduction to what you can do to practice every day and discover more about your voice. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your lesson. And just think about empowering humanity through music every moment you can. And remember to keep singing and keep enjoying your voice.